Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today I will solve the next IGCSE paper 2, October-November 2022. Now let's start the paper. Question 1. Marco start work at 20:45 and finish at 2:08 the next day. Find the length of the time in hours and minutes he works. Now you see here, this is the finishing time and this is the starting time. Now to find the length of time, we will take the difference. Now we write the finishing time, that is 0208 next day, and starting time, you see here, this is the starting time, that is 20:45. Now you will take the difference between finishing and starting time. Before taking the difference, we convert the time into 24 hours clock. You see here, this is the next day. Now you add 24 in this time. That time becomes 26:08 and that time 20:45. Now before taking the difference, you see here 8 minute, 45 minute cannot be subtracted from 8 minutes. Therefore, we take 1 hour from here. Now that value becomes 25 hours and that becomes 68 minutes. Now we will take the difference and that is 5 hours and 23 minutes is the answer. Now the question number 2 is 120, 121, 149, 164 and 216. From this list, write down the square of number. You can find the square of number by taking the square root of these value. If the square root of these value is a whole number, you will mark the number. You see here 121, it is the square of 11. Therefore, 121 is square of number. You can write 11 square. Now you see here 216, you take the cube root of all these numbers. If the answer is whole number, that number will be the cube of number. Therefore, this number is 6 cube number, that is 216. This is the answer. Now next is the calculate square root of 15 plus 4.8 divided by 2.2. You see here square root 15 is 3.87 plus 4.8 divided by 2.2, you get 2.18. You can write 2.18. Now you add these values, you get 6.03 plus 3.87, that will be equal to 6.05, sorry. You get 6.05 and this is the answer. Now the next question is question 4. The mean mass of 4 men in growing a team is 97.5 kg. The model mass is 101. The range of masses is 8 kg. Find the mass of each of the 4 men. Now, firstly, we find the sum of mass of 4 men. Here the mean is 4 men is 97.5. Therefore, mean is 97.5. The sum of 4 values will be 4 multiply 97.5. That's equal to 390 kg. Now we have to find these 4 numbers. The sum of these numbers is 390. And you see here the model class is 101. It means 101 will be 2 times. Now we suppose that that value is 2 times. We put the value here 101, 101. And you see here the difference between 2 numbers is 8 kg. Now we suppose that that is x. Now the difference between 101 minus x equal to 8. Therefore, x will be equal to 101 minus 8. That's equal to 93. Therefore, the number will be 93. Sum of these numbers is 390. Therefore, you can add all these numbers and you can get the value, this value y. You see here 93 plus 101 plus 101 plus y equal to 390. You see here 390 minus 101 plus 101 is 202 minus 93. The answer is 95. Therefore, that value, the y will be equal to 95. Now, therefore, that is the 95. And first number will be, it would be 93, 95, 101, 101. Now the next question, question 5, without using a calculator, work out 5 over 7 minus 2 over 3. You see here 5 over 7 minus 2 over 3. Both fractions have different denominator. Firstly, we make the denominator same. Make the same denominator by multiplying this fraction by 3 and this fraction multiplied by 7. Now we get 21 and that's also 21. You see here 5 times 3 is 15, 7 times 2 is 14 and the answer is 1 over 21. Question 6, a spinner can land on the color green, black or red. The table shows the probabilities of spinner landing on green or black. Color green, black and red, the probability 2 over 5, 1 over 4. Complete the table. You know the sum of probability is equal to 1. Therefore, the probability of red can be found. Now, the probability of red plus probability of black plus probability of green will be equal to 1. Therefore, probability of red will be equal to plus 2 over 5 plus 1 over 4 equal to 1. You can write it as probability of red will be equal to 20 and 8 plus 5 equal to 1. You can write it as probability of red will be equal to 1 minus 13 over 20 and that's equal to 7 over 20 and this is the answer. Now the next is part B. Sorry, 7 over 20 you will write here. Next is the part B. Chang spins the spinner 120 times. Find the expected number of times it lands on green. Its expected value will be equal to number of times the spinner spin is 120. Multiply the probability of green on the probability of green. That's equal to 120 multiplied by 2 over 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 4s are 20. That's the 48 is the answer. Next is the find the lowest common multiple of 36 and 60. Now dear, you can take the LCM by using the division method. You see here 2 times 18 is 36, 2 times 30 is 60 and next is the 2 times is 9 is 18 and 2 times 15 is 30 and same here is 3 times 3 is 9 and 3 times 5 is 15 and next is the LCM will be equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Now you see here 5 times 2 is 10 multiply 3 2s are 6, 6 3s are 18 and that's equal to 180 is the LCM. The next is the question 8. At A is the point minus 35, B is the point 52. Find the coordinate of midpoint. C will be the midpoint and find the value by using this formula x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2. Now we use the formula. The x1 here is this is x1 and this is y1. And this point is considered as x2 and this coordinate, second coordinate is considered as y2. Therefore, minus 3 plus 5 over 2. And next is the 5 plus 2 over 2. And that's equal to 2 over 2 is 1 and 7 over 2 is 3.5. Therefore, 1 and 3.5 is the answer. Question 9, solve the simultaneous equation 3x minus 2y equal to 21, 5x plus 2y equal to 51. We name it, this is the question 1 and this is question 2. Firstly, you will see the coefficient of either x or y. The first, you see here the coefficient of y, your first equation, and coefficient of y in second equation are same. If we add these two equations, we can eliminate the y and we can find the value of x from these adding these two equations. Now we add the equation 1 and 2. We can write adding 1 and 2. You can add 3x plus 5x is 8x. Minus 2 plus 2y will be cancelled. And that's equal to 21 plus 51. That's equal to 72. And that value will be cancelled. And now you can write it x equal to 72 over 8. And that's equal to 9. Now to find the value of y, we take any of the equation from the set of equation. Now you see here 3x minus 2y equal to 21. We substitute the value x here is 9. Now this is 3 into 9 minus 2y equal to 21 minus 2y will be equal to 21 minus 27. Now you see here 9 3 is 27. When shift from left to right, it becomes minus 27. That's equal to minus 6. And this is I will be equal to 3. Now the x coordinate is 9 and y coordinate is 3. Question 10. The diagram shows the right angle triangle. Calculate the value of h. Now this you see here, this is the right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, this is the hypotenuse of triangle. And this length is base. And this length is altitude of triangle. Therefore, hypotenuse, we use the Pythagoras theorem to find the value of h. The hypotenuse square equal to base square plus perpendicular, you name it as a perpendicular, no, perpendicular square. Now base is 10 square, perpendicular is h square, and this is 14 square. Now you can write it as for h square will be equal to 14 square minus 10 square, and that will be equal to 196 minus 100, and that is equal to square root of 96. And you will take the square root. Now the 96 square root, that's equal to 9.79, and you can write 9.80 is the answer. A perimeter of this triangle, the base length is 10, height is 9.8, you can write 9.80, and hypotenuse is 14. You will add all these lengths, you can find the perimeter. Therefore, 9.8 plus 10 plus 14, and that will be equal to 19.80 plus 14, and that will be equal to 19 plus 14, you know, 33.80 is the answer. This is the answer. Now the next question. Question 11. The diagram shows two sides of regular polygon. The interior angle of polygon is 7x plus 44. Exterior angle is x plus 8. Find the number of sides of polygon. Firstly, we will find the exterior or interior angle. Now you see here, this is the straight line. Now the sum of exterior and interior angle is equal to 180. Now we can write it exterior angle plus interior angle sum is equal to 180. Here is the exterior angle is x plus 8 and interior angle is 7x plus 44 degree, and that's equal to 180. Now you can write it as 7 plus 8, 7x plus 1x is 8x, and that's equal to 52 plus 52 equal to 180, and 8x will be equal to 180 minus 52, and that value will be equal to 128. Now you divide by 8, you get 120 divided by 8, you get 16. Now you see here the exterior angle is x plus 8. That value will be equal to 16 plus 8. That's equal to 24 degrees. Now you can find the numbers of sides that you can find by using exterior angle formula. Each exterior angle of regular polygon is equal to 360 divided by n. Now you can write it, n will be equal to 360 our exterior angle. Here the exterior angle is 24 degree. Now you divide this value 360 divided by 24, you get 15. This is the 15 and the n will be equal to 15 is the answer. Now the next question, question 12, Theta invests $4,000 at a rate of $2.6 per year compound interest. Work out the interest carried on the investment at the end of 3 years. This is the compound interest. Now the compound interest value is equal to the amount after interest minus the principal amount. The total amount after interest is equal to P into 1 plus R power T. You see here P is the principal amount, this is the P, and that is the rate of the compound interest, and this is the T. Now we write the 4,000 into 1 plus R is 2.6%. Power T is 3 years. Now you can find the value 4,000 into 1 plus 1.26%, you get 1 plus 2.6 over 100 power 3, and that value will be equal to. Now you can find 4,000 multiply 1.026 power 3. Now you get 4,320 is the answer. Now the interest will be equal to 4,320. This is the amount to be paid minus principal amount, that's 4,000. The answer will be 320, and this is the answer. Now to move the next question. In the next question, question 13, convert 0.24 to a fraction. You must show all your working and give your answer in simplest form. Let x is equal to 0.24, and this dash means this decimal number is recurring decimal, or that number 4 will be continue, and you can write it as you multiplied this number by 10. Now that number multiplied by 10, you get 10x equal to 2.444. And you suppose that this is the equation 1 and this is the equation 2. Now you subtract 2 minus 1, you get 10x minus x will be equal to 2.444 minus 0.2444, you get 2.2. Therefore, 9x will be equal to 2.2. You write it 9x equal to 222 over 10. That's equal to 11 over 5. And you can write x equal to 11 over 45. This is the answer. Question 14, a map has a scale of 1:200,000. Find the area in square kilometer of an area of 12.4 centimeters square on the map. Question 14, a map has a scale of 1:200,000. Find the area in square kilometer. Now you see here, this is the actual and map area ratio. Now first you see here, this is map length in centimeter, and this is the actual length in centimeter, that is given 1:200 centimeter. Now we convert this length ratio into area. Now we can write its map area ratio actual area, and we can write it as 1 centimeter square. The area of the map will be 1 multiply 1, and the actual area 200,000 multiply 200,000. And here the map area is given 12.4 centimeter square. We write it as 12.4. Now we have to find the area, actual area of the lake. Now we name it as X. Now we can write it as X over 200,000 multiply 200,000 equal to 12.4 over 1. Now we can write it as 12.4 multiply 200,000 multiply 200,000. Now that's us area in centimeter square. Now we convert into square kilometer. We divide this value by 100,000 and 100,000. We write it 200,000 multiply 200,000 divided by 100,000 multiply 100,000. Now 100,000 will be cancelled, and this 100,000 will be cancelled this value. Now you see here the value is equal to 4 multiply 12.4. Now you can write it 49.6 kilometer square. This is the answer. Question 15. The diagram shows the speed time graph for part of the journey of a car. The car starts from rest and accelerate at uniform rate for 15 seconds before reaching a constant speed of 30 meters per second. Calculate the acceleration for first 15 seconds. Now to find the acceleration in speed time graph, we can calculate this acceleration by taking the gradient of speed time graph. Now the acceleration will be equal to gradient of line speed time graph is equal to acceleration. Now you see here the gradient will be equal to the vertical distance, our horizontal distance. You see here the vertical distance is 30. Now you can write it at 30 meters per second, and the horizontal distance is 15. Second, the answer is 2 meters per second square is the answer. Next is the after time t minutes, the total distance traveled in 45 kilometers, find the value of t. Distance can be calculated in speed time graph by taking the area under the graph. Now the area under the graph, area under speed time graph is equal to total distance. That's equal to distance. Now you see here, we suppose that t is the time at which the total distance is 45 kilometers. Now the distance is 45 kilometers. Now we convert into meter, that's become 45,000 meters. Now the area under this graph, area under the graph equal to distance. Now we write it 45,000, and the area of this shape will be equal to, this is the area of triangle. Now you can write it 1 over 2 into 15 into 30 plus area of this rectangle. You see here, this length is, total length is t minus 15 into this height is, width is 30, multiply by 30. Now we simplify this value. Now you see here 15 15s are 225 plus 30t minus 450, 15 30s are 450 equal to 45,000 Now the t will be equal to 30t minus 225 equal to 45,000. That will be equal to 45,225 30t. The time will be equal to 45,225 over 30, and this time in second. That is equal to 1507.5 second. Now we convert into minute. The 60 second equal to 1 minute. Now when you convert the smaller to bigger unit, we divide it. Now we divide the 1507.5 divided by 60, 25.21, 25.125 minute is the answer. Question 16, a kite is drawn on coordinate grid. The diagonal of the kite intersect at point -2, -5. One diagonal has equation y equal to 4x plus 3. Find the equation of the other diagonal of the kite. Give your answer in the form y equal to mx plus c. Now, firstly, we suppose we draw our kite here, and this is the kite. This kite is not according to scale A, B, C, and D. And we suppose that the first diagonal, we suppose that this is the DD, and the equation of BD is y equal to 4x plus 3, and the gradient of BD is 4. Now we have to find the equation of the other diagonal. This is suppose the equation AC is the other diagonal. Now this is the other diagonal AC. You should remember one thing: the both diagonal intersect at point -2, -5. -2, -5, the intersecting point. This point we name it as E, and AC is the diagonal. We have to find the equation of line diagonal AC, and that equation will be equal to y equal to mx plus c. Now you see here, the gradient of this diagonal AC will be negative reciprocal of gradient of BD. Now that is -1/4, because AC and BD are perpendicular. Both diagonals are perpendicular. Therefore, the gradient of AC is -4. Now we write it y equal to -1/4x plus c. Now to find c, we will substitute the value E in this equation of line AC, because E lie on the line. We put the value here. Y is -5 equal to -1/4 into x is -2 plus c. Now you can write it as -5 equal to minus plus 1/2 plus c, and that will be equal to -5 minus 1/2, and that is equal to -11/2 equal to c. Now you can write this equation y equal to -1/4x minus 11/2. This is the equation of other diagonal. Question 17, y is proportional to the square of x minus 7. When x equal to 12, y equal to 2, find y when x equal to 17. Now y is proportional to square of x minus 7. Now to convert into inequality form, we put k as a proportionality constant. Now we can write it y equal to kx minus 7 whole square. Now to find k, we substitute the value y equal to 2 and x equal to 12. In this equation, we get 5 square is 25, and that's equal to k equal to 2 over 25. Now this equation become y equal to 2 over 25 into x minus 7 whole square. You have to find y when x is 17. Now we put x is 17. The y will be equal to 2 over 25 into 17 minus 7 whole square, that is equal to 2 over 25 into 10 square, that is equal to 100. 25 times 4 is 100 and 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 is the answer. Now the next part 18, question 18, two bottles are mathematically similar. Small bottles have capacity to 324 milliliter, height of 12 centimeter, large bottle capacity 768 millimeter. Calculate height of large bottle. Now we suppose that the large bottle capacity, we name it as V1, and small bottle capacity, we name it as V2. These two bottles you see here are similar, therefore the corresponding side ratio, cube of the corresponding side ratio will be equal to the ratio of the volume. Now that ratio of the volume will be equal to cube of the corresponding side ratio, L1 over L2 whole cube. Now you see here 768 is the capacity of large bottle, small bottle capacity 324, large bottle height is, you name it as H1, and that H1 cube, and the height of small bottle is 12 and 12 cube. You can write it. Now 768 divided by 324 multiplied by 12 cube, that's equal to h cube. Now we simplify this equation, we get the answer. Now 768 multiplied 12 cube is 1728 divided by 324 h cube. Now we multiply 1728 by multiply by 768 divided by 324. We get 4096. H cube will be equal to 4096. We take the cube root to get height of the large bottle. Now we taking cube root, that will be equal to, now 4096 cube root will be equal to 16. The height is 16 is the answer. And now the next question. Question 19, f of x equal to 5x minus 3x is greater than 1. G of x is equal to 10 over x minus 2. X does not equal to 2. Find gf of x. Give your answer in its simplest form. Now, firstly, we have to find gf of x. Now we can write gf of x equal to g, and f of x is 5x minus 3. That will be equal to, now g of x is 10 over x minus 2. Now we write here 5x minus 3 instead of x. Now you put the value here. Now we get 10 over 5x minus 5. Now the 5 is taken as a common. Now that value will be equal to 5 times 2. 2 over x minus 1 is the answer. Next is the find g inverse of x. Now g of x is equal to 10 over x minus 2. Now we suppose that g of x equal to y. then x will be equal to g inverse of y. We can write this equation as y equal to 10 over x minus 2, and x make a subject here to get the inverse function. Now, firstly, we shift the x minus 2 from left to right side. That value become yx minus 2y. That's equal to 10. And that is equal to yx equal to 10 plus 2y. And then x will be equal to 10 plus 2y over y. Now you can write it as x is here is g inverse of y. Now we write it as g inverse of y equal to 10 plus 2y over y. Now we replace y with x. Therefore, g inverse of x become 10 plus 2x over x. And this is the answer. Now find f into f inverse into x minus 1. Therefore, f into f inverse into x minus 1, that will be cancelled, and the x minus 1 is the answer. Question 20, part A, sketch the graph of y equal to sine x for x is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 360. To draw the graph, we take some values of x here. Now we suppose that x is equal to 0 degree, x equal to 90 degree, 180 degree, and 270 degree, and 360 degree. Now we take the sine x value. Sine 0 is 0, sine 90 is 1, sine 180 is 0, sine 270 minus 1, and sine 360 is 0. Now we mark the point here. 0 is 0, this is the point. Next is point mark. Firstly, we mark the 360 and 0, the middle of this value is 180. Next is the middle is 90. And the middle of 180 to 360 is 270. Now we mark the point 0 to 0 degree. 90 to, you see here is 1. Now we mark the point 1. Next is 180 to 0. Therefore, this is the point. 270 is minus 1, this point. And 360 is 0. This is the point. We join all these points. And this is the graph of y equal to sine x. Next is the part B. Solve 3 minus 2 sine x equal to 13 over 4. X is less than equal to 360 and x is greater than 0 and less than 360. Now we solve this equation. 3 minus 2 sine x equal to 13 over 4. Now we shift the sign from left to right side. We get 3 minus 13 over 4 equal to 2 sine x. And then that will be equal to 3 over 1 minus 13 over 4. That value equal to minus 1 over 4, 2 sine x. And therefore, the sine x will be equal to minus 1 over 8. Now we take the value of x. Firstly, we take acute angle value. Therefore, sine alpha will be equal to 1 over 8, and the alpha will be equal to sine inverse 1 over 8. Now this, we calculate this value first. Firstly, we calculate this value. Now we calculate this value. 1 divided 8. Now we take the sine inverse. That is equal to 7.1. Now the angle, acute angle is 7.18, but you see here the angle sine x is the negative value. Now therefore, the sine is negative in the third and fourth quadrants. You can see here, this is the insect. third quadrant value. Now, when the angle is in third quadrant, the x degree will be equal to this x degree, this is alpha. Now the x degree angle will be equal to, this is the 180 degree angle, and 180 plus alpha, you can write it. And that value will be equal to 180 plus 7.18. And this is the 187.2 degree is the answer when the x degree is in the third quadrant. When the angle is more than 270, the negative value of sine will be in the fourth quadrant. And this is alpha value. Now we can find this x degree angle from the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. This x degree will be equal to 360 minus alpha. Therefore, the answer will be 360 minus 7.18. And this is the 352.8 degree is the answer. 7.18. Now this value is 7.18, but the sign is negative. Negative sign value will be in the second, third, and fourth quadrant. Now the x will be equal to 180 plus alpha, and second is as x will be equal to 360 minus alpha. Now this is 180 plus 7.18. That is equal to 187.18, and next is the 360 minus 7.18. Now you get 360 minus 7.18. The answer is 352. Question 21. The diagram shows the position of three shapes A, B, and C. AC equal to 17.6 kilometer, BC 12.8 kilometer, and angle BAC is equal to 25 degree. The bearing of C from B is 112 degree, and the angle ABC is obtuse. Calculate the bearing of B from A. It is the angle from the north on A towards B. Now suppose that this is the north, and the angle from the north towards B, this is angle, and we name it as angle A degree, and this angle is the bearing of B from A. B from A, firstly we find the angle ABC. Now this angle, we suppose that this angle is alpha. We can find by using the sine rule. The sine rule, you see here, two sides and two angles are given. We can find this angle. The sine alpha, the sine rule is sine alpha, our 17.6 equal to the, here is this angle is 25. Now we write sine 25 degree. The sides is 12.8 kilometer. Now the sine alpha will be equal to sine 25 degree over 12.8 multiplied by 17.6. Now we can calculate this value. That value will be equal to 0.58, and sine alpha equal to 0.58. Then alpha will be equal to sine inverse 0.58. Now we take the sine inverse. Now the answer is 35.5 degree. But the angle is obtuse angle. You can write sine alpha is equal to sine 180 minus alpha. Therefore, the obtuse angle of this ABC angle, we can write it, angle ABC is equal to 180 minus 35.5 degree, and that is equal to 144.5. Now we can write it here. 144.5. Now you see here this angle can be calculated by subtracting the 112 and 144.5 from 360 degree. Now firstly we find angle NBA, that will be equal to 360 minus 112 minus 144.5, and we can calculate it by calculator. The answer, it would be 103.5 degree. Now this is the 103.5 degree. You see here the NB and A and B and A and R parallel. BN line and AN is parallel. Therefore, in sum of interior angle will be equal to 180. Now we can write it 8 degree plus 103 degree, 103.5 degree equal to 180 degree. Now the A degree will be equal to 76.5 degree, and that is the bearing of P from A. Now this is the answer. The next question. Question 22, part A, expand and simplify. Now firstly we multiply these two expressions. Now 2x minus 1 is written as it is, and we multiply x into x and then x into 3, we get x squared minus 3x, then 4 into x plus 4x, then multiply 4 into minus 3, we get minus 12. And that value becomes x squared plus x minus 12, and that is 2x minus 1. Now we multiply 2x squared, that is equal to 2x cubed. Next 2x into x is 2x squared. Then 2x multiply minus 12, that's equal to 24x. Next minus 1 multiply x squared, that is minus x squared. Minus 1 multiply x is minus x. Minus 1 multiply minus 12, that is equal to 12. Now we can write this value 2x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1x squared, that is equal to plus x squared, minus 24 minus 1 minus 25x, and plus 12. This is the answer of this expansion. Now we move to part B. In the part B, write a single expression in simplest form. Now you see here this expression is 4 over 2x minus 3. Now we convert divide into multiply. Numerator shift to denominator and denominator value shift to numerator. Therefore, we can write it as 2x squared plus 11x minus 21 over 2x squared plus 14x. Now, firstly, we factorize these expression. You can see here, we can factorize 2x squared plus 11x minus 21. And this expression can be factorized by using midterm breaking method. We multiply 2 into 21, we get 42. And 42, we 3 times 14 is 42. Therefore, 14 and 3 will be the factor. You see here, we can write it as 2x squared plus 14x minus 3x minus 21, and that value become 2x is taken as a common, that is x plus 7, and minus 3 as a common, that become x plus 7. Now this expression become x plus 7 into 2x minus 3. Now we can write it as x plus 7 into 2x minus 3, and left hand side expression is 4 over 2x minus 3. And this right expression with denominator, you see here, we can take as a common 2x, that become x plus 7. Now we simplify it, x plus 7 will be cancelled, 2x minus 3 will be cancelled. The answer is 4 over 2x, and this is the and we can divide by 2, we get 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, and 2 over x is the answer.